What's up, guys? It's your boy GP with DeOrganized Media, bringing you another awesome episode of DeOrganized Nightly, where we get your favorite gigabrain astronaut scholars together, have a dope conversation, and kick out high frequency vibes. I hope everybody had an awesome weekend. It's been a very busy day today, and it looks like Alpha is dropping in stacks. So, big shout out to the winners of the Buidl battle competition. It was very cool to see the process and see some more apps being built in the Stacks ecosystem, giving us more stuff to do with our stacks. And getting right into the news, I got some bookmarks that I want to show you. Let me share my screen with you guys, and maybe we can get right into it. Let me see here. Get into my bookmarks. Okay, let's pull it up, guys. So, big shout out, big congratulations to Rosar. Blaze takes number one in the infra track. Big thank you to all the judges and folks supporting the hackathon from behind the scenes. My vision remains fixed on onboarding the world to Bitcoin, and I believe it is happening by giving developers the tools to build Web3 apps that feel no different than what the world is already used to using, like TikTok, Instagram, DraftKings, etc. I'm beyond relieved to know the solution is coming together well enough for others to see the vision as well now too. And we're just getting started. So big shout out to Rosar for winning that in the infrastructure track of the Buidl battle competition. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. We'll hear from him in a little bit. I think he's tuning in. And we'll get back to this as well. Maybe we'll check out this video and we'll go over the contestants. I don't know. We'll fill it out. Getting into the news, Cointelegraph, okay. Breaking, Trump's world liberty has deployed its stablecoin USD1 on BNB chain, with Wintermute's public wallet appearing to run initial test transfers according to Look on chain. So BSC chain. Wow. Okay. So World Liberty Finance getting into launching their own stable. Wintermute is involved, and they are a big. I do believe they do market making. So cool stuff. I know they do some stuff in stacks. Uh, just in, Turkey banned short selling and eased buyback rules after markets plunged following the arrest of Istanbul's mayor. The move aims to calm investor fears amid growing political and economic tension. Okay, so yeah, that's you're banning. It sounds like something like that happened before. It's like common, where they even the playing field by either pausing trading or like banning short selling, stuff like that. Yeah, that happened. Bullish. BlackRock is continuing to buy more Bitcoin. They haven't sold any in over a week. Big stuff. People are bullish. The big players are accumulating. We're seeing Bitcoin pump right now, along with alts getting some love as well. So better times ahead. Really looking forward to seeing a true alt season and established bull run. So yeah, let's get in there like swimmer guys. I've got my stacks in stacking Dow and supplying collateral on Zest. Yeah, so I'm earning yield just by holding. Um, Latest, eToro has launched crypto to fiat conversions in the UK and Europe, allowing users to transfer BTC and ETH from external wallets, convert to cash, and reinvest or withdraw directly through its platform. So we're seeing a lot of fiat related, stablecoin related news. Lately, last week we saw some like regulatory clarity, some different stuff going on, and yeah, looking good, looking bullish on stables. Um, the DWF Labs has launched a 250 million liquid fund to invest in mid and large cap crypto projects, offering up to 50 million per deal, along with full ecosystem support to accelerate real world Web3 adoption. Uh, that's a good amount of funding there. So very very cool stuff. Latest, Ethereum's daily burn volume dropped to an all-time low of just 53 ETH, signaling weak network demand as on-chain activity and fees hit multi-year lows. Despite this, long-term sentiment remains supported by declining exchange supply and growing institutional adoption, like Fidelity's tokenized fund launch. Um, yeah, you know what? ETH is the test net. Over here on Stacks, we're secured by Bitcoin, got fast blocks, low transaction fees. That's why we decided to build on Bitcoin via Stacks. You know, but yeah, cool. Let's see. Bullish. Japanese real estate giant Open House Group is now accepting Doge, Sol, and XRP. Open House is already accepting ETH and BTC. So even a meme, Doge right there being accepted for real estate. That's very interesting to see. Uh, Wonder what that looks like in a few years from now. Just in, the U.S. Treasury argues there's no need for a final court judgment in the Tornado Cash case after delisting it. Coinbase's legal chief says that without assurances, it won't be re-sanctioned. The case remained unresolved. Um, cool. So new, a well just withdrew 220 or 212 million worth of Bitcoin. Those are big bags, and Wells are getting their Bitcoin off of exchanges into their cold wallets and hodling on. Maybe that's a signal that everybody should be buying some Bitcoin and putting it in cold storage. Uh, New U.S. authorities have successfully recovered 7 million from an international cryptocurrency investment fraud scheme and are initiating the process to return the funds to the victims. Very cool, kind of seeing that this is happening here. I guess if you've been scammed and maybe some hacks and stuff like that involved, you may see some intervention and get some of your um, cash back, but at the same time, like how much is overreach? How much of this do we need? In this space, I think that the learning curve is steep for crypto, so people do have to learn the hard way. And it's unfortunate. We're trying to lower that barrier for entry into the crypto world and helping educate the masses with DeOrganized Media, to safely interact with blockchains and get you the alpha as fast as possible. So just be careful out there, guys. It is good that the authorities have successfully recovered 7 million fraudulent or scam money back and got it back to users. But I don't know. I like it decentralized. Um, New as of March 23, 2025, Bitcoin's market cap hit 1.7 trillion, making up making up 1.3% of global money supply and signaling its growing presence in global finance. However, integration into the traditional system is still in its early days, especially compared to gold's 20.2 trillion market cap. So you see this little like infographic here, and kind of like size ratios, and this is like Bitcoin right here compared to gold, which is like it's almost 10 times, or yeah, it's a little bit over 10 times bigger. You can see the US dollar, won, euro, Japanese yen, British pound, and others area here. And Bitcoin is even smaller than the others area. So very cool infographic there. Yeah, set your reminder. Be sure to follow Reese Swainpool on X, and be sure to set your reminders on deorganized.media for the Art on Stacks spaces this week. It's time for Art on Stacks. Me, GPSC, that's me, and 300 the artist, my twin, and are back with another hot space. Where we will be putting the spotlight on Cubit, the creator. Yeah, so it's really cool that Reese has been lining up these artists to kind of interview and talk to, so we can kind of see how they, what makes them tick. Get into the nitty and gritty and figure out who the artist is behind the art. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. UTC. I do believe that is around 3 p.m. EST. So come kick it with us on Art on Stacks. Look at this good infographic. Look at these guys. And then we had another one from Anthony Pompliano. He was talking about Elon Musk's tiny office. Ray Dalio was right. Cash is trash. Billionaires are losing money. AI tutors are accelerating learning. Yeah, so maybe we'll even get into that. And then the Leather Lounge is tomorrow as well. So tune in around 11 a.m. ET for that. They will be going over, they will be talking with musician, singer, songwriter, and actor Violetta. So tune in then and see what's going on. And another one is U.S. government set to prosecute a fraud uncovered by Elon Musk Doge. Good. Yeah, and then maybe we'll pull this up in a little bit. Stacking Dow did a really good recap of what's going on in the Stacks ecosystem over the last couple weeks, but we can get back to that. I want to bring the guys up and just get into the conversation. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Let me bring up the guys real quick. So we have the Doc in the house. We have Piece of Music. We have Jack Bin Switch. We have Pizza Dude. We have Ace. What's up, fellas? How are we feeling today,
guys?
Happy
Monday. How y'all?
Hey.
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Doing
Hanging
good.
in.
Yeah.
Hanging in there is the best we can do. That's all we can do, right? Keep chipping away, a wise man once told me, and that's what we intend to do. So,
Did anyone tell Rosar about the tornado cash verdict yet? Because if as soon as you do, we're gonna have a tornado cash for Stacks.
well, he's going to tune in a little bit.
That's a great point.
Yeah, he's tuning in a little bit, so maybe that's like a conversation that we could have, and tell him like, hey, Tornado Cash. You know, maybe we could have that on Stacks. You just like drop the bug in his ear. You know he's gonna build it. The guy's a beast.
Yeah.
Blaze won, dude. So big ups to him. We demoed that last week, I think on Thursday. He had me download the Signet wallet, and we launched a prediction market. I launched a prediction market. You know, asking people if we would finish the Blaze demo. So we did end up finishing it. We got all the way through it, and did some bug testing for him. So it was pretty cool. I like being able to do that with the different builders in the ecosystem. I think it's a cool thing to see.
Yeah, man. You know, it is. We're sitting here in a place where Stacks is fundamentally extremely bullish compared to where it's been, with a completely discounted price at the moment. Stacks longs are printing, by the way. So not financial advice. I'm very confident that the bottom's in.
I'm feeling that too, Jack. Like I saw a chart posted by Landy. He reposted a chart where somebody was calling for 81 cents. I think that 81 cents is a low target right now. I think that just for right now in the short term, 81 cents is a good target. But in the long run, like I think all-time highs is looking very possible. The weekly RSI is very, very low right now. I mean, it's at the bottom, and now it's just crossed over and pointing to the upside. So last time that happened, it looked really nice, and that was back when we saw that run up around this time of year last year.
Well, if you all want my non-financial advisor / jack off realtor opinion,
yes, please.
I think the bottom is in, but I also think that I think we're due for a retest after we set the next high, like the next local high, and I think we could test all the way back down to that bottom number.
Like I don't think the double bottom is in yet.
Even if you look beyond price. So what else have you got going on? We've got the SBTC cap was hit very fast. Withdrawals are being enabled this month. New caps coming up. You've got more builders than you've ever had before. You've got more content creators than you've ever had before. We're recruiting more artists into the ecosystem at lightning speed. And right now, the Bitcoin meta is, the Bitcoin L2 meta is just extraordinarily strong. So if you look at all of these things together, it's extremely bullish.
Yeah, dude, there's like builders I haven't even heard of like building here now. Like, that I'm getting exposure to through like the Buidl battle. I think that's exciting to see like new devs enter the ecosystem, or if they've just entirely coding,
Sorry, force a habit.
But yeah, like I think it's cool to see new devs enter the ecosystem, but I also want to see I'm rooting for the guys that have been here through the bear building, and of course like it's been really, really fun to see the Buidl battle like play out, and it's going to give me exposure to new projects, so check them out. Maybe we'll go over the Buidl battle winners in a little bit. I don't know, I'll play that by ear. What do you guys think like of the Buidl battle winners? Like I was really excited to see that Rosar won with Blaze. I mean, it really is good technology.
I think what Rosar is building out is really like next level. I'm super happy to see him win. I was really glad to see Ronoel get that wild card with his Bolt project, because I think that's really interesting too. I'm surprised that Skullcoin wasn't one of the finalists, but I mean, it is what it is, and there was a lot of projects to go through, and it seems like the judges were a little overwhelmed with how delayed their results were. So you take those things with a grain of salt, but I think that there was a ton of really good activity going on throughout the project. I think it was overall a successful endeavor and spurred some extra growth, spurred some people pushing on some things to get things done maybe in a shorter time frame than they otherwise would have. So, and it put a lot of people together. So I think it was a successful project. I'm still curious to see what'll happen between now and Thursday.
Yeah, I think that I agree with all that you said, and I definitely was surprised myself that Zenny wasn't in there as well. So like with Skull Point, I think that there I would what I would like to see from the Biddle battle is just a little bit more like transparency. Like they showed the voting process like in the background, but like I would like to see it more out in the open, maybe on X, as well as maybe even getting the community involved to let you know like what they're more excited, like most excited about seeing built here. So um, it is the first Biddle battle, right? So maybe we'll see things change. Of course, I'm rooting for the home team and getting in
One
there
of
like
the,
man.
one of the winners was a project called Bit Forward, and it was put in by I don't know all the details of the project. It was put in by a contestant named Ishan Singh, and I actually met him. He's one of the builders that I met at the Easy A hackathon up in at Harvard back in
Oh,
the fall. And and I actually also have like at least 2 or 3 of the builders already like scheduled or on track to kind of come on our show and talk about their projects and stuff like that. So it's a great for our ecosystem just to get more people forward, more projects out there. I think that there's some really great stuff going on there. But yeah, I agree. There was not enough, like even like not knowing when we were going to hear like when it was we're going to get answers as to who won, and then it was supposed to be 12:30, and then it was 3:30, and then that was just the wild card winner. It kind of came out like maybe there was a little undue anxiety for some of the people that were waiting for answers to have to
yeah,
like get to a time frame where a time when they thought they were going to get an answer and then didn't, and then waited again and didn't, and then waited again and didn't. That can be a little bit hard to deal with. So that kind of thing, I think, is an area of improvement. But overall, I think it was a great project. I really
right.
do.
That's where the community comes in and like kind of helps you expedite the process a little bit. Like, hey, like you can get some points for like some way of secure voting on like a block survey of some sort, and then you're really getting the real deal users that are here in stacks telling you what they want. So that's one of the
Even
things. Like,
yeah, adding a community choice award,
yeah, something
like we
something
did
along
with
those.
the proof of work retroactive funding project.
There you go. I like retroactive funding. The idea of proof of work is there, and then like you can kind of display what you've been doing the whole time. Like say for example with the organized games, like we're doing some demos on live. I do want to get into that and like play a little bit of deorganized games. I think it goes right over some people's heads how big this is. Like a media company paired with gaming is it's a no brainer to me. I think that we shine the light on the builders the most and get them and kind of connect with them in an authentic way. And then that gets this show a side of these builders and gets them to connect with their communities. So that's why I really do feel like what we're doing here is very important. So like, and then the gaming aspect of it, like having turn-based gaming implemented on chain to where like you can get like NFTs and stuff like that. But getting even further into the protocol, like you have ticketed events where you could see major artists, just thinking the long term, like major artists using stacks because it is secured by Bitcoin to sell tickets to their events. So it's all there, I feel like, and yeah, I'm hyper bullish on what we're doing, man.
Well, it's ripples in a pond. So, like, if you look at the timing of everything, like we've been discussing, and then people see opportunity. If you take builders that have been building in the space for a long time, bootstrapping or with minimal funding, and you're making a lot of noise with things like this, you draw more opportunity and more eyes.
I
And
agree.
now these builders have even more exposure and more opportunity to build. And then to your point about deorganized, the reason why it's so good to have this potential this particular media outlet for crypto is because it's not captured. It's not, it's just people, and it's not gate kept. And you have an opportunity to help shape narratives, to help find the truth and express it. And these things get their own momentum over time. It's also a great thing for newer people in the space to get not just this captured article here, or this captured podcast here, where they're just pointing you in a direction so you'll go buy something, where people can actually learn, and people can actually get the foundation necessary to help them be more successful in space and become the leaders and the builders and empowered users of the future, right? So there's a lot of, it's always hard to time a market.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like one of those things, like you can't time the market. And it's always one of those things, like we're building through the bearish point, so it's very hard to like continue to like go through that and then like grind away. So that's why I like the retroactive like idea behind the funding. I really like that idea when it's spun up like last. God bless you.
But when you think about it, though, the time's going to pass anyway, and you don't know when that point of maximum impact or opportunity is. So the more prepared you are for it, the better off you'll be. What's that saying? I think it was it Thomas Edison that said when luck is when, no, it was either Edison or Einstein. It might have been Edison. Luck is when preparation meets preparedness.
I agree.
Yeah. That's kind of the story of Stacks. That's the story of the community. That's the story of the builders. And so this is an ecosystem where people have maximum exposure to opportunity based on a narrative whose time was always going to come anyway. And we're approaching that time at a rapid pace now. And so all of these things in and of themselves, it's just fantastic right now. There's going to be so much that we can't even conceive of that is going to be the result of these years of grinding and building and learning and educating and etc. And to have DeOrganized be a part of that is not only necessary, but it even acts as a catalyst that won't even be fully recognized in the present. You'll have to have some time pass to even understand how big of a catalyst it is.
The education piece is huge. Like, you are letting the audience, like in real time, they can ask questions. You can do demos of these projects before they're even in closed alpha, and then get feedback directly from us. We can inspire your ideas. You never know what it's going to look like in 5 years' time. Any project that comes onto DeOrganized. So I do agree that the educational piece is huge, man. Like being a catalyst to other people's ideas, and like whatever it is that we can do, like inspiring these ideas to make it happen. I think is an important conversation to have. We have a lot of builders that come onto this platform, and even Adam Hahn himself came on to the morning show. So it was like it's really cool to get to interact in real time and show the audience and the base users exactly what's going on behind the scenes, and what is everybody? Who is everybody really? It's not just like a name in the space. You're getting to know these people at a deeper level as well. So like the networking, on the networking thing, just using Crypto Dude for an example, he's been coming through on the night show for a good amount of time now, and he has talked with several different builders from within the ecosystem about like integrations with BoostX, and BoostX is really, really cool. Interacting with the Stacks blockchain directly from X, like it's awesome. Crypto Dude, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Just letting everybody chime in. I don't want to step on toes while they're talking. It's hard to sync the convo sometimes with when we got the full Brady bunch, or I guess almost the full Brady bunch here. But I love coming in here, trying to wear out my welcome.
Love it, dude. I don't think you'll ever wear out a welcome here on DeOrganized Nightly, dude, because we've built a rapport, and I like your stuff. And we have some plans. We have some cool plans with like NFTs and stuff like that right up my alley. So, yeah, man, I think that how can you speak on a little bit on what it felt like to come on to DeOrganized and talk to all of these builders within the Stacks ecosystem, getting different inspiration for ideas and stuff?
Yeah, it's a great process. I mean, it's where the diamonds are found, so to speak. Because people's value perceptions is somewhat skewed from their unique point of view, right? And so when you collaborate and communicate with other people, you're going to actually be able to see where the value overlap is, and where basically where you can collaborate, where you can innovate, where the actual fun is, basically.
Some of my favorite like segments were like when it's like me, you, and Rosar, and we're just like kind of throwing ideas around, and we were playing with one that comes to mind is when we played with that clean AI, and we made the my Giga character blow the smoke and then like bring them to life. I like those type of segments where we're kind of experimenting. So there's a lot of experimental like thought process going on with some Giga Brains where we just have a good conversation, and the audience is getting all of this alpha very early while it's developing.
Feedback is so imperative to being able to stay in the right direction towards what the users are wanting, because as a developer and a builder, obviously you have some inclinations on what you want to build, but it definitely changes from... Somebody's got a puppers.
That's not mine.
I was gonna say, is that yours, piece?
No, it's not the baby.
He got a deep bark after a baby.
Told you he's gonna be big.
Yeah, dude. Already.
So
I was telling you guys, one of my kids was born with 12 pounds when he was born.
Wow.
Big ass kid.
That's a big kid.
Big. Yeah.
Double digits out the gate.
You look like
I always think like 8-9 pounds is like a big baby, and then like hit it with 12.
Almost 12 pounds. 11, 10 or something. 11, 14.
Impressive.
Something like that. Yeah, huge. And
he's them good Irish genes, man.
He got all of my he's blonde hair, blue eyes, 6'1" ish. I'm not quite 5'8". So he got all of my my Aryan genes, I guess, so to speak.
It's perfect baby.
I had my second son was like 11 pounds, so many ounces, and
huge.
He was just like
a huge kid.
He was long he like filled out the incubator almost. It was the craziest thing. Like the kid was born with a 6-pack, so like I'm sitting there like the proud dad, like outside the nursery window checking on him, and I got all the other like dads and stuff out there looking like, look at that kid, he's the biggest incubator. He's ripped. Yeah, that's right.
And they're doing push-ups.
Oh man, yeah. So it's like one of those things, dude. My nephew, he was like a 10-pounder, and then he came out with the full head of hair, and then like he had the abs too, and then like yeah, dude, he's an athlete. He came out of the womb doing push-ups, like you said. So like relatable. I'll have my own soon, man. I gotta find me a lady.
Gotta find one.
Yeah, I'm not rushing though. Can't rush it.
Propose to her with an NFT ring.
Oh, dude, it'd be the first proposal with the NFT ring designed by a Giga Pepe. Let's go, dude. Good idea. Maybe I'll send her a Boost NFT and get her a .bnf. Those will be like
Will you marry me through?
You make it a DMT that'll change whether or not she says yes or no.
a sad face. It turns into a sad face.
Chance.
Crying Michael Jordan meme. Oh yeah, so fellas,
Our
like
relationship has forked.
I think that with all the building going on in the Stacks ecosystem, we have like bullish price action. Bitcoin is like a little bit over. Let me check. Let me see. Let me pull out Coin Market Cap real quick, and let's look at what happened on the first day of the week. We got some green price action. We got a lot of building going on in Stacks. So fear and greed is relatively neutral, coming in at like 31. And let's see. So in the last 24 hours, we have Form being the top gainer with 20%. Chronos, Crow token, up 18%, and Bear Chain up 16% with some other remarkable ones. We've got a meme coin in there, Pepe. Just speaking of Pepe, the original Pepe is on Bitcoin via Stacks. Shout out to the Bitcoin Pepe crew. And I wanted to get into where Stacks is in regards to market cap. Just kind of pull this up real quick and see where we can find Stacks and where we lay. So we're up 8% on 24-hour period, up 9% on the week, and we are at number 68 by market cap. A lot of good opportunity here for Stacks, and I think that anything below $1, I'm bullish on Stacks. What about you guys? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, if you spend as much money as you can, man. Like, Bitcoin at 87, Stacks at like 68 cents. Like, come on. Like, this is
Stacks under $1 is a gift.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Stacks was really low when I first found it.
Did you first buy Stacks stock? Like, what price were you at? Like 33 cents?
No, I think it was like 0.2 cents.
Really? You found it early.
I got it around 33.
To put it in perspective, like I made my first Stacks buys at around $1.54, and I bought down to 19 cents. My average buy-in on Stacks is somewhere around 54 cents, as someone who's been in the ecosystem for a long time. So being able to get it as recently as low as like 57 cents or so, 58 cents, whatever it was, huge.
Yeah, Jack, you're the Stacks historian, dude. Like,
yeah, it was like
you and Denny.
It's a great entry. And that's what it's all about. And again, like that's why I want to reiterate about a show like DeOrganized, is that too often in crypto media, people are telling you about things that that everyone knows about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting any alpha. You're not getting any alpha at all. And that's what's so cool about what we do here, is like people can get actual alpha. And you see, as DeOrganized grows and gets more popular, it will affect change. It will inspire other people to make similar content. It will pressure, other organizations to change what kind of content that they put out. And all of this works to the betterment of the overall ecosystem. So like that's what's so massive about all this,
And I must say, I have to give a giant shout out to Trip. Trip and Monkey is one of the most base devs in this ecosystem. Really good guy, building the change, like Crypto Dude likes to say, and he just keeps chipping away and shipping awesome updates to DeOrganized games, and getting to play the other night with the guys and get a successful game through and no bugs, anything like that, was really fun to see. How the process is, and then he has a very, very detailed analytics profile for your personal profile for how many games, what you've contributed, and we're supporting different creators in this ecosystem, utilizing DeOrganized games.
And what Chip's been building out? Am I super lagged?
You're lagged just a little bit. You are, but you're talking just fine. Your mouth is like off a little bit, but we hear you. You're not. Your audio is not off.
Okay, cool.
Your video is.
All right, cool. I couldn't tell because it was like I was like getting skipping. But anyway, I just wanted to say Trip's been so the whole DeOrganized Media platform idea was just a concept, and really a lot of it was spurred out of what he's been building out on Rising Tide. You know, a lot of the idea or the concept for how we saw building out DeOrganized Media, or for just content creators in general, as a means to just kind of be a rail for the creator economy. And without Trip, you know, just kind of giving of himself to kind of put this stuff together, it would really just be something we'd be talking about to a large degree. So I mean, what we have here is the start of a lot more functionality that's downline for what we're looking to build out here, as far as just a way for people to engage and create, and then earn off of the value that they create. And what they're creating is experiences for other users to have value when they engage in the network. So that's only possible by guys like Trip putting together the concepts and figuring out the way to build it. And, you know, speaking of guys like Trip, Rosar, welcome. You know, another guy that's kind of doing the same thing. Crypto Dude also, you know, just kind of like constantly building, constantly iterating, and also talking to each other, and, you know, giving each other ideas, and hey, I did it this way, hey, I did it that way. And we just are the beneficiaries of a lot of people that are able to put in work like that on the dev side. So we're very fortunate in our community, especially within DeOrganized, to have these guys, you know, hanging with us and building along with us.
Yeah, I agree, man. Welcome, Rosar, and congrats on your win, bro. Greatly deserved. You've been killing it with Blaze. The other night, like I think it was last Thursday, we did a live demo where like I downloaded Signet wallet, you know, which interacts with Blaze, and you know, all of the hard work that you put into building in this ecosystem has come to fruition in a fashion. How are you feeling, bro? Like, congrats.
Thanks. Good. Yeah. I mean, it's a little stressful watching the video because they didn't like, you had to like watch it to figure out who won. So I was like jumping through trying to figure it out, and I was a little stressed. But
let me interject there too, and that's another thing that I would like to see from the foundation. Instead of making us dig for the alpha, maybe tagging the winners as well in the post, so we can kind of find these protocols and projects and their X profiles would be very, very helpful. You know, I think that the video was well put together.
It was,
but having
Rosar, it was stressful. And that's kind of what I picked up from a lot of people waiting to hear the answers, because it was supposed to be 12:30, and then we already talked about this, but you know, it was supposed to be 12:30, then it was 3:30, then it was an hour after 3:30 when they announced what they announced at 3:30, and then it was a 20-minute long video when they finally launched it at 4:30, when it wasn't even really 4:30, was it? Like, it was like 5:15 when they finally actually dropped it or something.
Or even like some honorable mentions, you know, like honorable mentions go a long way as well, because like this is a big media piece, like, you know, so even if you didn't win, you can help those that you really recognized in that fashion. Like if their project stood out but didn't win, you can still tag it and be like,
well, there
this
still could be. So what was announced in the video for those that haven't won, Adam alluded to some surprises, one to be announced in the next couple of days, more or less, and then one to be announced on Thursday at a specific time that may be reliable or not. You know, but there is more to come. So
So we'll see, right?
But again, there's a lot of confusion and lack of clarity from on the part of all the people that didn't win. There's this vague thing that they have to look out for, but a lot of people are going to forget within 2 days that they were even part of it because they didn't win. So I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's. I think that there's ways that they can improve on what they've done, but yeah, it definitely caused some anxiety the way they announced the winners. I will say that.
Oh, dude, I hope that the pin didn't get hit too hard for any of the guys that were like sitting there stressing, and I hope that they didn't yeah, man. I could see how that would be one of those things you're kind of waiting for the alpha, the answer to, and then that's I could see some high anxiety going on with some of the builders. Rosar, I know that you were kind of nervous as well. Like you said, you were sweating. Tell me about how the process felt for you.
I mean, I was confident going into it initially, but then there's a lot. There's just so many projects, and
Right.
it's never, nothing's a sure thing with these sort of things. I've done a lot of hackathons in the past over the years, and you just never know how the judges are gonna evaluate what you've worked on, or if they'll see the value in things the way you see the value in things.
Is this your first?
What's up?
Is this your first win in a hackathon?
I think it might be.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
It might be.
Let's go, dude.
Like a first place win.
Okay. Okay, that's proud.
Well earned, man. Well earned.
Yeah, full technology.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah,
I know.
Important to build something on this one, because the problem we have about 50 blockchains on the screener. We have so many infrastructures, and you know why the people building blockchains? Because it's very easy to get VC money when you're building something very difficult. But in the end point, in the end game, you have to bring users from Web 2 to Web 3. That's our goal, and that's what DeOrganized Media doing the best. Because when people come home from the job, they decide to watch Netflix or watch to DeOrganized Media, and it will have the fun here, and we have action, the games, whatever. They come to us, they come to you, they come to DeOrganized Media, to Pitfall Music, to GPC, have fun, play games, whatever. And that's important, because now they can pay and bring their liquidity to this ecosystem, because they feel something new here. That's our goal. And I believe that Roser will find something beautiful to build on Blaze protocol.
Yeah. Let me. I agree. I want to talk about this more. I gotta go to my laptop.
Yeah. Get you set up. You and your whole horde of AI agents, and we will come back to you in just a minute. But I do agree, Zenitron, that you nailed it. With the media presence, along with the gamification, this is what's going to bring base users from different blockchains, and even on with the new segment, onboard new people into crypto. We're educating people from Web 2 about Web 3, and that's the main goal, is just to have fun while we're doing it and have real experiences.
Speaking of having fun, speaking of fun experiences through DeOrganized, because I actually joined both of the games in the lobbies Trip had set up, and I have to take care of the puppy soon. we should definitely play these games before I have to go, and keep the lobbies open.
Yeah, I'm logging in right now and sharing the screen. Let's do it. So what you're looking at here, guys, is DeOrganized Games. So let me do a little intro. Welcome to DeOrganized Games. Play classic games reimagined with blockchain technology. Compete in smart contract-powered matches and earn unique NFT rewards, while also supporting community creators. So, whenever you play these games, a portion of the prize pool goes towards like it goes towards paying creators, you know. So it's really interesting to see that kind of fuels a content creator economy in its own fashion. And we're doing this type of stuff live, having fun, shooting the breeze with the guys. And yeah, let's play a match and show them what's up. Peace. Which let's go into tic tac toe. Which lobby would you like to play in? Do you want to do Gotham City or the Batcave?
I joined both, so you pick and tell me which one you want to play first.
So I'm joining Gotham City first. Crypto Dude or somebody else, if you have a testnet wallet, be sure to shoot it in the DeOrganized Nightly DM on X, and we can get you in.
Rip said in the DMs for the Nightly show that he was opening up the alpha test, so you do not need to white.
Let's go. Okay, so like you guys, if you want to come play and throw bombs at me in peace while we try to play tic tac toe, and you know, ruin the match, change the match history. Yeah, get in there like swimwear. I think that it was really cool having 3 people play. So if somebody else is available with a testnet wallet, jump on in there. I will post this.
Yeah. Where can I follow the link at? I'll get in somewhere, dude. I'll fuck you guys up.
Yeah, do it, Doc. I mean, I feel like
only 3 bombs allowed.
DeOrganized.games.
Crypto Dude, were you gonna log in and try to throw bombs?
Yeah,
maybe.
I might already be in there.
Okay. So we're in the Batcave lobby, guys.
I thought you guys were in Gotham
Is
City.
it testnet.3 or test?
We're in. I thought we were in Gotham City too.
Yeah, we're in Gotham City. I'm sorry. So it is going to be testnet SBTC or testnet 4. I do believe will work for you, Doc. To get
testnet 4 will work, not testnet 3.
Yeah,
both of them will work.
Yeah,
I'm using testnet 3 right now. I've used testnet 4. They both work.
DeOrganized. What is it?
Games.
DeOrganized.games.
Yeah, I dropped the link in the private chat as well. But yeah, let's spin this up and let's see what's going on.
It's your move, GP.
Yeah, you can still join after the match has started. So yeah, here's Crypto Dude just waiting to drop a bomb on me. Like, here you go. So
I go. I have center square.
Let's see what happens, guys. So Peace always goes for the middle. I always go for the top right. Who's gonna play the bomb? Who knows? Like
there's only 3 bombs allowed per match, FYI.
Yeah, so getting in there like swimwear. Let's see if he. Oh man, I might just get royally screwed right here. Seeing you placing that bottom right's got me sweating right now, dude. I'm hoping that I can sway Crypto Dude live right now. Like, please, Crypto Dude, what can I do? Can I send you a Gigapepe V2 NFT? Can I send you a memo?
Oh, he's trying to bribe me now here.
Yes, I'm trying to bribe you. See how this is going. This is the type of interaction that you can get with an audience playing this game live. So please, Crypto Dude, I will give you an NFT for not bombing me and letting me block Peace on this square. Don't know. We are waiting for bottom right to confirm. Still pending at the moment.
Just
might need it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it might be like that the block is not confirming.
I see it on there pending and confirmed.
I do see pending and confirmed. So what Trip has advised us to do whenever something like this happens is to stop and try to replicate the steps. So I'm going to type this down. You went middle, I went top, all that stuff. Because this is closed out for right now. So
I also tried to send a bomb in the middle, by the way, if that helps.
Sweet, that does.
You tried to send the bomb?
He did.
Yeah,
he did. Thank you.
Do you know if you sent it before GP's move or after?
It seemed like the bottom right. It seemed like the bottom right was confirmed, and so then I was trying to bomb the middle X, and then when I bombed the middle X, it seemed like the bottom right started pending again. So I don't know if it was the
bomb transaction.
Your bomb transaction failed. Yeah.
So put that all in the report, GP.
Yeah. So all right, used bomb didn't use bomb. It failed. Yeah, all of that is going into the report here. I took a snapshot, and then we will send that off to Trip. Big shout out to Trip building live with us, troubleshooting, letting us vet this thing out, man. Did we want to try
So we
the
have
next?
Yeah, if
Are
somebody
you-
wants to join me in the other lobby, we can play.
Okay, so Crypto Dude, did you want to play against Peace?
You guys can play. I'll drop bombs.
Okay, you're gonna be the
You're gonna
bomb
drop-
guy today.
Bombs
So-
on peace. It's terrible.
All right, so I am going to
Where's
join.
Is Doc in?
Doc, are you there? He might just be getting his testnet wallet together while we're doing that. So, all right, I'm going to join into the Bat Cave now. I'm going to let you initiate the match. I'm in there.
You guys, it looks like Doc's asking for someone to bring him back in.
Okay. Thanks, Ace. I appreciate that,
okay.
brother. I'm glad that you're here tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you, Ace. You're
Yeah,
extra. I posted that like as soon as you guys gave me the URL, I got dropped out because I typed it into the restream. Yeah, URL box, and then it kicked me, and I'm like, oh fuck, I should have like opened up a different tab, and yeah, so that's cool.
All right, so did you get your testnet wallet together?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm struggling at the moment. I'm trying to connect wallet. So I'm doing it off my testnet 4 wallet because for whatever reason Xverse won't let me switch to my testnet 3 wallet, and I can't connect wallet for.
So what you so you can't connect the wallet to start. Usually you're able to connect the wallet, and then you'll have to like refresh your screen as soon as you get it connected, and then click home, and it'll take you to the different games that are being played. Is that my turn? I'm sorry. Here,
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
go top right.
I understand you're otherwise preoccupied.
Yes, I see it. All right. Well, I guess that makes sense.
So are you in there like swimwear, or like you still kind of playing with it? Because we got Crypto Dude to drop bombs right now if it's not working, and we can definitely do this again for sure. I know that you're gonna have some more time with us in the next few weeks, so I'd like to kick it with you as often as I can. So if it doesn't work today, don't sweat it, and then we'll try to kind of.
Got a bomb. Somebody bombed me.
Yeah, bomb the middle.
Oh man, it sounds like I bought Crypto Dude over. Like he's really liking the style of me trying to bribe him to win live. I can bribe him with feed pics. I can bribe him with just show the nip. I don't know.
I'm gonna say whatever he's giving you, I'll give you double, but nah.
Oh man. So this is what we're doing. We're testing live. We're having fun. We're bribing our audience for bombs to go to the opposite player and interacting with people, like with an audience directly in this lobby. So it is fun, interactive, and I think that this is good.
I got bombed again. Come on.
Dude.
What are you doing, GP? I just fucking set you up.
He's just toying.
I won regardless now because like he has.
No,
he can't
you think
cover
you did.
every spot.
You did. Corner.
Wait, no, you have.
Yeah, I set you up and you screwed yourself. So now all he's got to do is play that middle square.
No.
Yeah.
Here, I'll go in with
You
the
on,
block.
man.
I screwed myself anyway.
Look,
Yeah.
because I'm still gonna win, and you have.
He can still do it.
I got no more bombs left, so.
I know. That's all right.
So when Doc gets in here, guess what? Bombada.
Yeah, I can't.
There's no bombs left.
No, I think there's only 3 bombs per round, no matter how
Yeah,
many people.
you're
are
pretty
in.
much fucking guaranteed here.
And this is on the blockchain. This is on testnet, but eventually it'll be on the blockchain, turn game based. turn-based games like this, like, you know, you got like different. I know Michael has been screaming for chess. There's some alpha about a certain type of
Michael
game.
wants chess, man.
Very collectible.
There you
You
go.
You know,
Michael
there's
sees
different
chess
stuff.
as an opportunity to win to make some money, which maybe it is. Maybe it is, and there's
Oh, it
nothing
should be
wrong with
looked
it.
like that. Like, yeah.
Secure the dub. Look at that. Okay, guys. So I won
You got
here. Let me break
You
it down
actually get
here.
to. I think you get to mint an NFT.
Yes, I do. I finally get to mint my first one. So I get a receipt of saying that I won an NFT. I'm claiming right here, and boom, an NFT goes to my wallet. Right? Is how it's going to work. So it's going to be really cool. You can brag on X. You can support creators. Also, all of this interaction goes to supporting different content creators. You know, so this is some really, really novel stuff. A novel idea. And it's gonna break us out of this echo chamber that we've seen ourselves in. We're gonna onboard a lot of people that want to just play games on chain and interact with us live. You know, so we did
So-
get a successful match out of this.
I am having an issue connecting my wallet. Do you guys mind if I share my screen?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into it. So maybe we can give Trip some feedback. You know, just make sure
I have to jump out and take care of Buddy and get him all squared away upstairs. I'm getting rid of that cage, and I'm just moving his pen upstairs when it's time for bed. I'm not putting him in a cage overnight. Fuck
yeah,
it.
you ain't gonna get no sleep. He's gonna sleep in the bed with you, and your wife isn't gonna be too happy.
I guarantee you that one. There's no chance. That wouldn't happen.
He's gonna sneak in.
Nah,
Oh,
he won't
man.
be able to get out of the pen yet.
Well, I hope
Give
that
it a-
you have a really nice buddy, dude, and like tell Buddy I said hello, and that he's a good boy. He's.
I will tell
good
him
boy.
Uncle GP said he is a good boy. He really is great for
Yes.
a
He's
baby.
a bit.
But I'm tired, man. It's like
Yeah,
I had a newborn baby.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a blessed night. And again,
Later.
congrats, Rosar, man. Good stuff.
Thanks.
All right, we'll catch you later.
Peace, man.
See you guys.
So yeah, you got to see a little bit of DeOrganized Games live. Me and Peace had a match. You saw Crypto Dude get bribed live, and then spitefully, since I did not make the correct move that he enjoyed, turn on me and then bomb me. So this is all of the type of interaction that we get playing on DeOrganized Games. I wanted to give Xenotron a huge shout out too, because we've been playing Find to Earn live on the morning show around 9:30 a.m. 8 ET every day, where different sponsors, different SIP10 tokens have been like sponsoring these Find to Earn games, dropping down into like a starting location in Google Maps to find a certain other location, having us exploring the globe, in other in ways that we haven't before, making it fun and giving us a way to earn. I do think that is an awesome innovation, and I do think that it is going to help onboard the masses. We've registered several different BNS for new players. For the new, you have a new player segment for anybody that's interested in playing before the pro league players get to run out there. So you're kind of providing a space for people to get used to the game immediately. And then, we've seen a lot of onboarding being done with Binder, lately. So big ups to you, Zenny. I know that you've been grinding, and it's happening, bro. It's happening.
Yeah, thank you. We are doing our best, so we'll see how it goes.
That's right.
Anyways, Finder is just a tip of the iceberg. We are building the game for PvE, PvP, and if we get any budget, we will just build it faster. Yeah, that's the idea. Maybe we'll build on Blaze. Maybe we'll build on backend on Web2 interface. We'll see.
I like the RPG elements that you are talking about and teasing on the timeline, where if you find the clue at the same time, or if the first two to find the clue get into a battle of some sort, I think all of that is really cool. So we're on, like you said, only the tip of the iceberg. Seeing what can be done with this new format. You know, Find to Earn is a novel invention, and it is damn cool, man. I must say. So yeah, like Crypto Dude with BoostX. You guys go follow Crypto Dude on X along with BoostX_app. Follow Skullcoin. Um, follow Skullcoin BTC and Zenitron. Follow DeOrganized BTC. We're all building the change, man. And along with Lord Rosar, and yeah, dude, it's really cool. I think that we're at a pivotal time in Bitcoin's history where we're going to see the content creator economy, the gig economy, all of these things these tools that we've had and known about explode. Um, we're creating a more programmable Bitcoin over here and giving people things to do. That's what we need. That's what Bitcoin needs.
Absolutely.
So Rosar, did you get your laptop running, dude? Are you still with us, brother?
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote some code on it the last few days, so I need to make sure it's synced up to my desktop, all the Git stuff.
You still need a few more minutes to get set up.
Yeah, just like 2. Just
Okay.
organizing this.
What do you have in mind? I know that it's hard to like do your task while I'm talking to you as well, dude. Like I don't know how you do it, but like, what do you have in mind to show the audience tonight?
I was just gonna make some sort of like some basic game or thing we could do that uses the Blaze SDK. So it's like just to show like how you can insert like a middleware to do off-chain stuff and how everything falls back to on-chain. You know, just demo it.
Have you ever heard of Satoria?
I'm not sure I have. What is it?
So it's like an MMORPG on Bitcoin, where like it has an ordinals collection. You can buy different items and stuff like that have different stats within the game, and all of that stuff. And you're just kind of going around like XP farming. You ever seen the Zbit rune? You might have it in your wallet. I think they did an airdrop.
Oh yeah, I have heard of that.
Yeah, so that's their currency in their game. You know, something like this to where like we can utilize SIP10 tokens to kind of play as a character, and they're stick characters. You know, the art is like it's fire too. The art is fire. The way the game is set up. Maybe we can show off a little bit of Satoria and show you what I'm talking about real quick while you're getting set up. Because I would love to really see something like this on Stacks. It just makes sense. You know, we have so many ways that we can build now, and then you know with the Blaze testnet or not testnet subnet that you have built, it just makes sense. It makes sense to have these types of MMO RPGs to where you can you know interact in real time. Nobody wants to stop and sign a transaction every single time you interact. So I think that Blaze it plays a pivotal role in gaming here. So you have an idea for a game. What type of game are you thinking? Like turn based? What are we demoing?
I don't know. That's kind of what I was thinking on. We could brainstorm something before we start, I think.
Yeah, what do you guys? What type of games do you guys want to see from Rosar? Crypto dude,
something that is simple yet effective at demonstrating the technology is fine by me. I mean, I don't need something that's going to be ultra glamorous, like in terms of functionality, but I most definitely want to see how the Blaze can basically be implemented within a game's, runtime, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up this Satoria world here website, and this is kind of like what I was talking about, right? So you got Satoria here, and they've got like a little demo of what it's like to play the game.
It's like a roguelike game.
Yeah, like, it's very cool. Like I think that you know, you earn points, and you can like play this to earn Z-bits. Like you know, people farm this game and then collect rare items. It has its own item economy. You know, kind of like the Fortnite skins. They have different skins, different weapons, different things that give you stats. And look at this, different characters, and I think that it's pretty cool to see something like this. I would love to see something like this built out on stacks. You know, because uh, I do believe that it would really shine over here. Um, you know, you could do so much programmability going on, and we have that WASM upgrade coming. I know that the core devs haven't really spoke about it too much. Do you guys know about like could you break it down what the WASM upgrade means to stacks? Crypto dude, do you have some insight into the WASM upgrade? I think you're muted, brother.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna enable basically, you know, programmability on different stacks, so to speak. So it's like
Meaning like people can come code in their own language and like their stack.
WebAssembly. Yeah, so like a WebAssembly type of. It's like I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain without getting immediately nerdy.
The internet.
Just think about it like this: it's opening up more devs to the ecosystem. That's a better way of explaining it.
Yeah,
Like,
they can come code in their own native language. You know,
Exactly.
I don't know when that's going to be implemented. Is that on the roadmap? Do they
Honestly,
say?
I'm not sure when that's going to be implemented either. I've been fine with what we've got so far, to be honest. So
Yeah, I could only imagine what it was like. Life was like for you guys whenever it was like 10, 20-minute blocks, and like you have to test something. I know you're like beating your head against the wall. I don't see it like being any other way while you're testing. And you know, Zenitron built Find to Earn while we had slow blocks, so like it's a testament to the type of building him and his team are doing. Yeah, big shout out to you, Zenitron. I know you're grinding, brother. What was it
Yeah,
like?
so I would say that we've grown a ton as an ecosystem since I've been around, like an insane amount. Because I've been here since like one name days, before we even had block stack, let alone stacks. So like we were originally, you know, very very basic. So you know the ecosystem has grown immensely.
Yeah,
So-
but I believe like it's it's a crypto grow. It's not just ecosystem of block stacks. It's just a crypto. It's phenomenon like the whole ecosystem of different cryptocurrencies. It's not like about
Totally.
our ecosystem.
Yeah, there's been a lot more wider adoption in terms of crypto in general, which is good to see because you know we want this type of technology baked in because you know it gives more authority to the end user over their finances. You know.
Talking about like games and building, you building the game or for fun or for value, and you have to choose like because when people playing games in the organized media, they just playing for fun, and it's all about like social engagement, and it's very cool aspect. But if you wanna like build a game for value, it's almost impossible task. It's harder than like it's almost the difficult task like build a new blockchain.
This like just from my experience within the last 3 years being here in Stacks and getting integrated into the Web3 community here, um, getting to see the STX20 boom, getting to see the meme coin boom, and now we're seeing the app boom is one of those things that like really is interesting to see. We have so much building going on. It's like the number 7 fastest growing dev ecosystem out of any blockchain, and it makes sense because you know it's building on Bitcoin. You know, it makes sense. You're building on the mother chain. It's secured by the mother chain, so it has that type of Bitcoin finality that really makes it safe and secure, while also like you know you have products like Blaze that are making like capabilities of like real-time interactions like immediately, like in batching transactions together. Say we wanted to play like a card game and play shoot up a poker game on chain, you don't have to make the turns last so long. You just batch all of those turns up and then resolve the game, as one transaction on Stacks. um, just an idea there, Rosar. A simple card game would be fun to play, along with chess. Chess is one of those things that is like really fun.
Toshi dice.
Satoshi dice. You said this. Like, I want to play dice with you. I want to play 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna play a match. And I'm gonna get big 6, and you're gonna go home. And
We
I'm
were
gonna
also we were also supposed to mention to Rosar that about Jack wanted us to mention this, the tornado cache.
Yep.
Regs. The ruling on that. So FYI, if you build a tornado cache clone on Stacks, call it Hurricane. Because hurricanes form over liquid.
Or Typhoon, something like that.
Typhoon's good too. Hurricanes form over water.
I'll this article really quickly and read it for you, Rosar. So if you get any wise ideas about like building the the tornado cache equivalent over here on Bitcoin, let me read this ruling for you real quick. So looking for so still looking. Forgive me. Give me just a second. Okay. So just in, the U.S. Treasury argues there's no need for a final court judgment in the tornado cache case after delisting it. Coinbase's legal chief says that without assurances it won't be resanctioned, the case remains unresolved. So under the voluntary cessation exception, a defendant's decision to end a challenge practice moots a case only if the defendant can show that the practice cannot reasonably be expected to recur. Friends of the Earth, Inc., v. Laidlaw Environmental Services gets into case numbers. Just last term, the Supreme Court unanimously held an FBI v. Fikri case number that the FBI did not moot a case even when it removed the plaintiff from the no-fly list and produced a declaration representing that he could not be placed on the no-fly list in the future. So, yes, so it sounds like the ball is in Tornado Cash's court. So I think that maybe that's something interesting that you might want to look into, Rosar. If I know you're building plenty right now, but if you're looking for something to build on your off days, yes. What do you think about that, Rosar?
Yeah, I don't want to commit to too much stuff right now, but
yeah, okay.
But I love that you see the opportunity there. I feel the same way. Like, I want to do everything, but
gotta make sure you prioritize. That's just what happens whenever you build something novel. Kind of like how we see Crypto Dude building in the open with BoostX and seeing different ideas and integrations live. You are seeing it here on DeOrganized Nightly, where maybe in the near future, after Rosar has all the bells and whistles for Blaze, Signet, Charisma, all of the things that he is building tied up and tightened, we may just see a tornado cache come out of Rosar's camp, his AI camp, that is. So
put it to a vote
tuned.
if you put it to a vote on the name Rosar, and you should have your options be Hurricane, Cyclone, or Typhoon, and have the community decide.
I like that.
If you do it, anyways.
Typhoon cache just sounds really good, dude. I think that is a good point.
Cyclone cache sounds pretty dope too.
Tempest cache from Ace. I do agree. Tempest cache is good. Let me read this. So Tempest, noun, verb, a storm, especially one with severe winds. Any violent tumult or commotion. A fashionable social gathering. A drum. So like Tempest cache sounds good too. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe even adding that into the poll. Tempest, Typhoon, Hurricane. What was the other one?
Cyclone.
Cyclone. All very, very good. And we need to figure out. Rosar was also open to changing the name for Op Predict as well to something maybe more Bitcoin-like, maybe a little different. We've got Shiflet in the house coming
Bit
into
Predict.
the house. Let's go. Bit Predict is great.
Hey there, guys.
What's up, Shiflet? How are we doing tonight, man? How's the start of your week going?
It's going good. It's going good. Lots of I like the potential pivot in the markets. I'm happy about that. I know we're still kind of chopping in this range at the moment, but it'll be cool when it seems like a direction will be determined, and I think that'll happen once the quarterly options expire at the end of the week. Hopefully, there'll be some clarity with which direction we're heading.
Right, yeah, so that's on the 1st of April. You can't make these things up, right? Like, the quarter's ending right on the 1st of April. So, is that foreshadowing a false move? Do you see strong fundamentals in seeing levels that you like to see in the price action, Shipley?
I'll get more comfortable once we're above 90, and we're also in April. Once we're there, I feel like there'll be a little bit more clarity as to which direction we should be heading.
So you heard it here. Keep your eye on the prize. Better times ahead, maybe. But we are more comfortable than we were last week. No, thank you. Yeah, so we're seeing like markets rebound. A lot of the times when Bitcoin moved back up to the upside, alts didn't do a thing. They stayed flat and sideways. So seeing the alts move is something of a good taste. Like it's leaving a good taste in my mouth. I like it. It's just like if we've been struggling sideways for a while now, alts have just been bleeding for the last year, it seems. So to see maybe some better price action in the near future is something I'm looking forward to. Did you find any like interesting news? I know that you've been finding like really good takes from Anthony Pompliano and stuff and sending them to me. Like any interesting takes that you saw today on CryptoX?
Nothing really specific. I do notice Stacks is getting a little bit more penetration with the larger shell accounts. I saw Scott Melker, Wolf of All Streets, talked about Stacks going to 81 cents. He has 1 million followers, so it'd be cool if that gets some traction. Just steadily grinding. Looking forward to the next milestones within the Stacks ecosystem. It's not like the building's ever stopped, so eventually the liquidity will come.
I agree. Like, Jack said, that's the signal is like, you still have your core community, you still have your core builders, you have your indie builders that are like building things for us to do more than ever right now. So it's really cool the place that we are in. It feels like it does feel like a historic moment of Bitcoin's history. That Latin capital is going to flow. The Bitcoins must flow. That's one of the things that we've heard from Munib is the Bitcoins must flow, and it makes sense with SBTC being a one-to-one wrapped Bitcoin asset. It's decentralized, no federated systems. It's good to go in my book, man. So like all of the infrastructure is there for a massive mass adoption for Stacks.
And the withdrawals will help too because it'll give people more confidence to deposit their Bitcoin as well as withdraw it once there's an on-ramp and an exit ramp. That's just going to build consumer confidence with utilizing the Stacks chain to bring their Bitcoin into DeFi and stake it and swap it and do things without dealing with a 10-minute traditional Bitcoin transaction time. They're able to move their Bitcoin utilizing fast blocks.
What date withdrawals open?
31st, I thought.
Yeah, I concur. 31st.
So 31st is withdrawals are open. I do agree on your take with the withdrawals being open. People might just be more confident to come over here and test it out. It is huge. So Yes, that is something I'm looking forward to. And then I also saw that the Beller guys were teasing perp decks. Are we gonna get perp decks and SBTC withdrawal and cap lift on in the same week?
It's looking like it.
So that's major. Along with the Biddle battle coming to the end, and then all of that stuff happening all in the last week of March, just before April. It seems like the bullish catalysts are here. I did see a piece of news that the stablecoin market cap is at like near all-time highs, or if not at all-time highs, and it said Bitcoin bulls are just waiting on the catalyst, whether that be rate cuts or whatever it is. So I would only imagine that it's the same for Stacks bulls, waiting on these different catalysts. So we did see some rebounding off the bottom. We're up like 9% on the week. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. After that, what is it? The triple witching that Landy was talking about. Has that already occurred? With the options expiry, do you know?
Oh,
Shiflett?
that's at the end of the week. So this Friday, I believe, is the quarterly options expiry. And I believe he mentioned last week, as long as we're above 84, then that marks bullish. But me personally, I'm hoping that we're like in the 90s when we hit April, so that way it's more confidence with where we're going. Something else to keep in mind with Stacks. Stacks has the benefit of scarcity and a inflationary schedule that takes us out to like the year 2050 is when all 1.8 billion will be out in circulation. So as Stacks becomes more desirable in the market, there's going to be more dollars chasing fewer stacks, just like similar to Bitcoin. So enjoy these prices while you can, because we may be like, man, I'm glad I bought stacks at 60 cents, back in 2022, someone would say, man, I'm glad I bought stacks back at 20 cents. But, it's always the new, man, I'm glad I bought it at that level, as soon as we get the next leg up to take us higher.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very violent move. What I've seen before from Stacks, it was a beta. It is a beta play on Bitcoin, so it was very coupled with Bitcoin. Whenever Bitcoin was moving to the upside, Stacks was moving very violently to the upside, exponentially to Bitcoin's move. So I would like to see that type of action again. It was really fun. That's whenever we saw a lot of like NFT action going on. That's when Stacks Invaders was launched, and we got the first DMT mint, NFT mint on Stacks that are highly programmable. And another thing that he's going to be doing with Ian is like giving them AI agents. So NFTs with AI agents, only doable on a DMT NFT collection. So it's like really, really cool stuff. We saw that. We saw, meme coins performing very well. I'd like to see that everything decoupled from Bitcoin for a little bit. So do you think that when Bitcoin dominance starts to drop, do we see that violent move for Stacks?
I'd say so, because hey, sweetheart. We're having all-time highs with stacks being locked up and earning BTC yield. So that's only going to increase the price elasticity, because if those tokens aren't circulating and they're just earning BTC, then that's fewer tokens in circulation that new dollars can chase. So that also has me bullish for even more violent move upwards once liquidity hits.
So I got a little alert from Arkham just now. Arkham alert. Mt. Gox moving 1 billion BTC. 893 BTC were moved to Mt. Gox hot wallet, and then 10,608 Bitcoin were moved to a change wallet. So we have some movement. I did see some news earlier. I don't know if it was late last week, or if it was today or over the weekend, but I saw that a Bitcoin well that has been dormant for 8 years actually came back to life. Did you guys see that?
I did see that news come through. So that's interesting to see what the intentions are. Maybe they had it on some old hardware and they want it on a new piece of hardware, and maybe they didn't want to move their seed phrase, so instead they're actually doing a transfer of the coins. It's hard, or planning on doing a transfer of the coins. We'll have to see, because I doubt they're moving the tokens in order to do a mass selling, unless they're going to maybe sell a coin or two just to pay themselves after holding for all this time.
Yeah. What is 8 years? Like that puts us at 2016. What was Bitcoin's price in 2016? Let me pull up a chart and we can kind of just look at this real quick, and then see what his, like, if he's going to take profit here, what did he make out with, right? So let me pull up my chart, pull up TradingView real quick. Don't mind my chart setup; it is not like Landy's. I use like moving averages and stuff like that. But if you want to learn how Landy does it, you can come on to the Learn TA with Landy on DeOrganized on Tuesdays. You can find the show schedule for the week and on DeOrganized.media for other info on that. If you want to learn the fundamentals on support, resistance, how to take profit, all of that good stuff, be sure to tune in and follow Crypto Landy on X. But yeah, so if we're looking back, I'm on the 3-minute chart like a DJ, and don't mind me. So we pull up weeks and then we go back to 2016, right? So sometime in 2016, geez, this is like way back here. This is like all the way back here in this like first initial 6 years of Bitcoin in its infancy, that this whale accumulated his Bitcoin. So let's see, 2016 puts us about, I mean, like as bottom as it gets, you know. So it's around like $300 to $250 in Bitcoin. It's wild. So if we go from $250 all the way to the top to where we're at, let's see what that looks like. So let me drop a line here. 2016, I'll drop a vertical line. Not that. I always do that. Instead of like Alt, I press Control. So we'll do a vertical line here. What's going on? There we go. Vertical line here. And then we'll drop a horizontal line for the price. Here we go. Got to click again off of that. So from right here to right there. And then we make this chart go like this, and like this, and like this, to where Bitcoin is at today, and drop another vertical line here. And we press Shift on this line and click from here to here. This is this guy's gains if he decides to take profit. 56,000% from 2016 is crazy. But yeah, he might just be transferring some stuff around, and like you said, and just taking a bit of profit. Maybe he's not going to take all of it at once, and who knows? There's no way of knowing, right?
Yeah, if he was willing to hold on this long, hopefully he's willing to hold on longer, and maybe he's just selling a coin or two just to, you know, like help, you know, give him something in the present. Like maybe he wants to buy a house, or, you know, maybe he wants to, you know, take a year off of work or something. I don't know. Like it's hard to know people's intentions with what the decisions they do, but you know, hopefully he didn't hold on this long just to sell his old position, because there's so much more growth.
Dude, this is only the beginning. You know, mass adoption isn't even here. Retail hasn't even dipped their toes in the water yet. Like, yes, we're going so much higher. I'm seeing kind of like a 50-50 sentiment on the timeline. So like the Martini guy is calling for lower prices. I don't know if any of you guys follow him. He's quite known in the space, but he's calling for lower prices, where I'm seeing a lot of bulls calling for so much higher. And I agree with. I mean, I'm bullish on Bitcoin right now, and like you said, we are still waiting on some different catalyst, and we have those options expiry at the end of the month, and then quarter 2 starts April 4th or April 1st. So yeah, it's really interesting where we're at right now. Um, of course, we're all bullish on price action here at the moment because we saw kind of a rebound off of the bottom. It's looking strong, and it just seems like more and more bigger players are entering the game. We're seeing states starting to adopt Bitcoin and their own personal reserves, and then we're seeing the SBR, the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, proposed by America, where we're going to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin over the span of 5 years for the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Like, it just seems like all of the news related events are there for more upside. So I guess we will see within the next week or so and see what happens.
And the whales certainly haven't stopped accumulating. So it's interesting how you can have this sideways chop, but you look at the accumulation and it's up and to the right. So yeah, like just yeah, eventually supply and demand mechanics are going to have to take over because there's no demand response with supply. Supply is what it is. It's on the halving schedule. That's it. Gold's price goes up, they go out and find more gold. If their silver's price goes up, they go out and find more silver. If Bitcoin's price goes,
You may have dropped down there and cut out for a minute. I did want to pull up this chart that I covered in the news. I do think that it is related to what we're talking about. Just kind of looking into the Bitcoin market cap at the moment is nuts compared to other assets like gold. Look at this chart, guys. Like, this is where we're at as far as mass adoption goes. We're seeing this square right here, 1.7 trillion. Look at gold. It's over a 10x. US dollar, others, even the others category here. Like, this is something really cool. Percent of the global money supply, hard money, right here, dude. Right here. So we've got 1.7 trillion dollars in Bitcoin, and it is in relative size versus like market cap. You can see where 10 Bitcoin market caps can fit into the gold market cap here. So just very, very cool to be here this early building with all of you guys. Stacks unlocks the Bitcoin economy. That's one of the things that it does is it unlocks trillions of dollars of latent capital and puts it to work earning yield in different activities like perp decks. We've got like prediction markets on Bitcoin being built out by Rosar right now, and different things. Like speculative assets that are more speculative, like ordinals and runes. There's plenty to do, and you can trade runes on Bitflow right now on Stacks. So that's one of the things that I think is pretty cool. Is that also Rafa had a really cool idea about his take on the bonding curve that he did. Crypto dude, you were there that night whenever he did his demo, launching runes, DAOs on layer 2 stacks, and then you have an initial buy-in option for the you buy a seat, and that gives you a token allocation. And if the pre-sale it doesn't fit 20, you don't fill 20 seats, there's not that much interest into the runes DAO. You can get kind of a refund back on a portion of what you put forward. And of course, you'll be using like Bitcoin, SBTC to buy these seats. And then, those tokens are also on a vesting period to where whenever it graduates the bonding curve, you only get a portion of your tokens, and then that kind of prevents dumping as soon as it graduates. So it helps with healthy distribution, and making something very successful. People being able to get their tokens over time versus just getting all of their tokens at once could lead to a very healthy project. What'd you think of Rafa's project? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it was interesting, the tokenomics behind their approach there that they're building out for kind of ensuring, I guess, more resistance to rugs, because you know how lots of some of these operations like to do fly by night things and rug you. So obviously you can't trust everything. You got to do a little bit of research and do before you put your eggs in a basket. But if they have this seats approach and the vesting schedule approach implemented, then that'll do a lot to mitigate that risk.
Yeah, I think that like what Rafa is doing is very interesting. His take on what a bonding curve should look like for a runes DAO, and then like think about it. You have skin in the game on these tokens. You buy into it. You can kind of like decide what happens with that token. You submit a proposal, and then the people that also have skin in the game then vote on said proposal. Um, Very cool stuff. I like what Rafa is doing over at Fact.fun. So big shout out
Factory.fun.
Factory Factory.fun. Yeah,
Spelled
fact.
FAK, not like a typical factory, but FAK.
Yeah, I'll type it in so you guys can go check it out. Just want to make sure that our audience can go check it out as well. So, go follow.
Yeah, factory.fun.
There you go, guys. That is the Twitter handle there in the comments, and I'll drop a couple more here. So like follow Crypto Dude. Good night, Ace, dude. Thank you for coming through, brother. I appreciate your support, and like, thank you for always coming through and showing up and showing out for our community, bro. I appreciate you more than you know, brother. Much love, man. Hope you have a blessed
Thanks,
night.
GP. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Oh yeah, we'll
Later.
catch you later, Ace.
Yeah, dude. Another base Chad in the community, man. Ace is always showing up and supporting all of us in every way that he can. I know that he's an avid NFT collector as well. He has Stacks Invaders. He's got Leo Cats. He's got Giga Pepe V2. I'm sure he's got some Deruptars. That's the thing. These are the type of base Chads in our community. We all kind of build together, support each other, and everybody has their own lane and role to play in bringing stacks to a broader audience. I wanted to get a little bit into BooStacks, man. What have you been working on lately with BooStacks?
We're hammering on NFT integrations, so we got NFT transfers coming into the transfer modal that people are already using, so they'll be able to select whether or not they want to transfer tokens or whether or not they want to transfer an NFT to the author. We're also working on the functionality for airdropping, so we're still there's multiple basically the focus of this next patch, so to speak, is NFTs. So there's kind of a lot of things to do with NFTs. So we'll be making it where you can transfer them, obviously, like I said, airdrop them. Ideally, that's still being hammered on literally right now. And then assuming me and you have the art in place, we will also be looking to try to get the profile avatar accents, basically, NFT collection. We haven't really pinned down a specific time on that. That might be phased into a different patch, but ideally I want to kind of promote NFTs like a multi-pronged kind of thing here. So we'll have basically our initial transfers and our airdrops, and then our our collaborative collection, and then also kind of like featured collections as well, kind of like what we're doing with the featured dApps. We want to do a featured collections thing so we can point people to collections that we think that are curated, that we dig,
Yeah, I like it, dude. And the thing that is special about BoostX is like you're hiding the wires, so to speak, and putting the blockchain right in front of the users where the users are on X. If you have a BNS name in your X handle, you can interact with BoostX. It is one of those things that really just like kind of, and you're building in the open. You're getting community feedback for what they want to see the most. NFTs was one of the things that I was like really excited about, maybe potentially doing an NFT mint from X is one of those things that really, really makes my head spin. So I'm glad to hear that you're hammering away at some of that functionality, and as well as like you're doing these polls, right? Asking the community right here and rewarding them in 20 STX worth of SBTC for if they would like to see rewards more often and less money, or less often and more money. And it looks like more often with less money took the race by a long shot. So you're engaging with the community and getting that feedback. I like that you're building in the open and considering what everybody wants to see from BoostX. So you guys definitely go follow BoostX_app on X.
We're also introducing new incentive mechanics into the boosting process, so it's not just for the feel goods of tipping an author. There's an actual incentive to the boosting party, and that'll be. We're basically waiting on the audits for another crypto cash, and crypto cash is basically a mineable and stackable SIP10 token on stacks, and so as users boost, they'll also be participating in mining. So soon we'll be basically mining crypto on X and stacking crypto on X and earning STX from that stacked crypto cash. So basically there'll be more of an incentive for boosting, like a selfish incentive, so to speak, rather than just a feel good incentive. And that I think has huge implications because it should compound the actual use sum, because right now there's more of an incentive to be a receiver rather than a sender, and we want users to obviously support each other, and this will help put a little fire under their feet to do it.
I like it. I like that you're finding different flywheels to like incentivize people, boosting other people's posts. That is a whole different thing. And I know you talked a little bit about integrating Derupt into this platform as well. The thing that really speaks to me about BoostX is that last year around the end of December, around Christmas, a lot of bot accounts copying my name were made, and then I ended up getting suspended on X. So having my .btc name, my X handle, kind of, and having looks like Rosar's back in the house after his browser probably crashed, but having that .bs in my .btc name in my handle, I can get a kind of like a badge next to my name signifying that that's my account.
Yeah.
So if people were following me, they could refollow me.
That's basically an additional layer of verification that's dependent on BNS registered names, so that way we can cross-reference the zone file of the name in question to see what the corresponding X profile address is or profile name is, and then present the badge on the corresponding X profile page when those kind of match, so to speak. And that's not a feature yet done, but it's most definitely on the to-do list. It shouldn't be that difficult to tackle once we get to that task, but That'll most definitely be great for, like you're saying, impersonation, being able to spot impersonators versus a legit account. And then also, we were talking about integrating some of the derupt features like exhibits, get a little bit of censorship resistant content in there. Yeah, that's gonna be. I want that to be kind of closer to done before I go into too much detail on that. But we already built it on derupt. Basically, it's just off-chain storage, leveraging stacks addresses, for the authentication for verifying permission, right? And then users can kind of have it encrypted as a unpublished article, so to speak, or an unpublished content, and then they can decrypt it and publish it, and then that can be rendered and presented on their profile pages.
Yeah, I like that. It's censorship resistant, and it also can store your content. As a content creator, that is very valuable to me. If I have a hot take, or if I call somebody out that is being a bad actor in this space, and then they bought my whole X account, I don't have to worry about like I can have my exhibits with derupt. As well as like if I spin up a new account and I use my .btc name, then I can have that verification badge just by having like BoostX downloaded to my browser. People have some type of way of knowing that that's the real me, so I like that you're protecting content creators, also trying to find a way to connect all of the different apps and protocols that we have in the Bitcoin ecosystem via stacks. I love it, dude. I love it. And then we were talking about NFTs, like where maybe potentially we have, say you have your regular PFP for your X account, and then having some type of flair around it. You buy this NFT mint directly from X, and then you have like say a portal around your an animated portal around your profile picture on X. I think that's something really cool. I thought that idea is like one of those things that really like it spoke to me as a creator.
Yeah, give a little eye candy basically for profile avatars in the form of NFTs that are mintable via BoostX. And on that note, when we do that, we're gonna try to synchronize it with a whitelisting process for creating some reserves. Obviously, it'll be a small collection. It won't be a huge collection, but we'll basically want to encourage some boosts to get yourself on the whitelist. So users will, essentially want to boost during a certain block period to get on the whitelist. Well, more details will come on this when it gets closer to that time, but basically that's what we're going to do. We're going to use a boosting to form a whitelist for some reserves, and then once time goes live, people will be able to mint them either via their reserve slot, or obviously if they're quick enough on the other ones.
Right on, dude. Like I really like it. It's one of those things as an artist, like my mind goes so many different places, on whenever we say, hey, we're gonna make something for X, like X PFPs. It's not even like your personal PFP on the Stacks blockchain. You're getting X involved, so it's like it's such an eye catcher when you see something like that. Would the people that don't have BoostX be able to see that?
No, it's going to be dependent on BoostX being installed for you to be able to see the the profile augment. So
it's more of a flex for people that are already integrated into the Stacks ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. It will help you stand out to the people that are already in this ecosystem more than anything. But I think there's I've tried to think about different options for that, and it's really difficult because I don't have any type of authority control over X.com.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't have control over the API. You can't access, and I heard it's quite expensive to access their API as well.
Well, even if I had access to the API, it wouldn't be enough access to their systems to be able to introduce that type of thing to everybody not using BoostX, right? BoostX is basically allowing us to put essentially a layer of software on X, basically, that we can, do fun things with in terms of the Stacks ecosystem, like introducing smart contract functionality and stuff. So,
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in real quick and wish you a very, very happy night. Have a great night, Doc. Thank you for coming through, brother.
Yeah, anytime, man, anytime. You guys have a good night as well.
Good night. All right, I think I'm ready to get started.
Okay, cool. Okay, did you want to do a little screen share and then we can get right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you mind talking with talk with Crypto Dude for just a moment? Share your screen real quick. I'm gonna go run and grab a water and then we can get right into it. I should have grabbed one before I got started, but I'm a human. Gotta drink that water, baby.
Yeah.
So I'll share your screen. If I'm away and it crashes your browser, I will be right back to let you back on. Be right back, guys.
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna walk through a bit of the docs real fast so you can follow along lightly, just like mentally. Okay, so we're using this thing called the Blaze.
You should zoom in some.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, nice and big. How's that?
Better.
Okay. Maybe do a little more. All right. So yeah, we're gonna use this thing. It's handy. You can think of it like, at its most basic form, it's just like the Stacks.js package, where like you use it, create transactions, and send, call functions, call contract functions, like read functions and write functions, all that stuff. Like writing, you might do like a transfer. So this is what it serves as. But the whole point of it is it introduces this like middleware concept where you can basically create these custom services that sort of sit on top. You can think of like they sit between you and Stacks. And if you call them, they'll basically intercept the commands and do things. So let's say you create a service. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Yeah, the service chain. So you can create these little services that intercept commands and do stuff before they go on chain. So like here's a custom service. You can create a custom service, and then queries will intercept these like read-only functions. Mutations will intercept the public write functions, and they're quite handy. But I think it's probably best if we just jump into it. All right, so let's just get into it. All right, so we're going to be testing with this little app I have here, a little test app, which I made just because it's
Rochambeau?
Yeah,
Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, we're going to do some rock, paper, scissors. It's simple enough.
I like the idea. I think
go on.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, yeah, dude, this is gonna be fun. You're bringing Rochambeau to the blockchain. You spun that up pretty quick. I like that you have your swarm kind of like honed in. You have your process fine-tuned, and you're able to like code this like while we were talking, just kind of conversating. This type of action only happens on DeOrganized Media, so you guys definitely pay attention to that banner down there. Follow us at DeOrganized BTC on X to stay in the know and see some building go down live. Rosar, so did you want to get a little bit more into it?
I know I just told you this, Rosar, but now zoom on this page, bro.
Oh yeah.
Take a zoom in, like a couple more, like maybe 2 more, 3 more.
No, that's good right there. I mean, this should be fine.
Here, you could do this too.
All right, I'll also have to do it here, I'm sure.
Okay. So you can kind of get into the code, and then what are we looking at? Can you explain?
So yes, so I spun up this basic game UI with Claude just to get something started. So I'm not typing everything as we go.
Well,
a lot of this stuff's boilerplate.
For people that don't know, what is Claude?
Claude's a LLM. It's like ChatGPT, but better for coding, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
All right. So we have this basic service. There's some type errors, but you can see like we have this game logic in here, like move. You can define different moves, game result. It's a game state. This is the game state interface. So this is like what you store in a database or you'd store in a smart contract. Service, this is the config, I guess. Time limit for the game. All right, then this is that custom service. Remember, so we're creating these custom services that like sit between us and the blockchain. So here's a custom service. We're creating a rock, paper, scissors game service. All right, and it has a couple functions: determine winner, clean up expired games. Okay, here I guess these are helper functions, but this is the create the service. Yeah, I guess this. Yeah. All right, so we have the name, which is just a random name. You can give it whatever. But this is where we get into like this implements. Let's see. Game service. Yeah. This implements that service interface that we have to, that everything implements in this SDK. So we have to have a query function, and this intercepts read-only function calls. We have a mutate function. This intercepts public contract calls. That's it. That's all you need. Everything else is, I guess the name is mandatory, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a good little name. So let's start by looking at the front end code because it's a little more visual and easier to understand. All right, so a lot of this is just setting up like real-time updates and all that stuff. Let's get into the wiring up of the commands because this is like really the magic of it, I think. All right, so create new game is a command. So let's look at this visually, what it's doing. All right, so it's creating this intent. So it's using, this is what it's calling the contract, but it might be something like this in the real world, like some contract.rps.game or something, contract. And then we'd have something like create dash game would be like the function call. All right, it takes two args. These are clarity values. So what we want to do is actually go, this actually needs to be an array. So let's do CL. Do I have this library imported? Let's make sure I have, it's a stacks transactions library. So I need that. Let's get that involved. All right, I'm installing stacks transactions. We got it now. So we got it. All right, let's go back to our file. Now we can go back here to CL dot, we wanted to do like an address, right? That's what we wanted. All right, player 1 and player 2 ID. Let's see, what is player 1 and player 2 ID? All right, it's just a string. Well, it's like a string. So maybe we do something like this here. We do like a string ASCII player1.id. All right, and then we do it again. All right, and what is this? It needs a options. Okay. Yeah, this might be something like the signing, like your private key or something. If it's not configured, we'll just kind of override that mood on. Everyone still with me here? Sorry, it's just Okay, so we got that.
I'm sorry, I was muted for just a moment. But yeah, I'm still here with you watching you do magic.
Yeah, no, sometimes I swear if I disconnect it, but I hear the music still. So, okay, so now it's saying if status is pending, might do something else. Args, this still needs to be an array. So this now wants the game ID. This is probably a string too. This will do. All right, got that now. So we got a game ID. Okay, so we got a front end for this.
So the front end is like what the users see whenever they're interacting with the D app. Is like any app, just it's what the users interact with.
Yeah. So if anyone's ever made like work with GraphQL, this is sort of a similar pattern where it's like GraphQL has a server client configuration, whereas like this code is sort of the server side code over here, the service stuff. This runs on a back end, and you can think of these as kind of like resolvers. So they're taking these commands and then doing things in the game. Okay, so now we got this. We got this intent. We can do 0. Let's just log this stuff out first, so we see what we're looking at here.
What does logging out mean? Excuse me.
Print statements, like looking at it in the logs.
Excuse me. Spicy chili. I got a bean in the back of my throat right quick.
All right. Okay, so we got that. Let's just comment out the rest of this stuff. So it can all compile.
Looks like we got Xenotron jumping back in. Xenotron,
here.
what's up, man?
Why you are still here?
I don't know, man.
Why are we still here? Because we never stop, can't stop, won't stop, never.
How dare you? How dare you code and do a demo live and then like spend your time where you want to? What's up, man? I want to do some find earn on the night segment. I know I heard that.
One day we'll do. Yeah. We'll manage with like this love. We'll sort it out. And your idea is great to make like one starting point for 2 quests. We'll try it because like people just can walk around and find some places randomly and be happy. Because now like everyone just focused on one place. Yeah.
And it's like very efficient too. You start one game and then anybody can come in there and then find these different locations starting from the starting point, and then however you want to make it play out there from that point.
You guys are saying multiple rewards around a starting point, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. We talked about this on the morning show this morning. I don't know, like it just came to me, and I was like, let's maybe like this, and then everybody liked the idea. So I guess that might be something that Xenotron's, thinking about implementing with the Find to Earn Live. If you did not know, Skullcoin is an on-chain game using encrypted NFTs to where you kind of have one side of the NFT that you can see only, and then somebody else can't. So you can hide information from other players, and they're like keys to a puzzle that you're trying to solve that gives you a location on Google Maps to earn different prizes. So it's very cool how the on-chain game played out. Saw a lot of different collaborators and people getting in the group chat and getting together to solve these puzzles with the different pieces. So it's cool to think of a new game mode where it's
but we're building like this because I don't see any other opportunity to build another game. If if I could find, or if like anyone will build another game, I will be very happy person that I see like something really new, because we compete with Solana, with other blockchains, with Sui. There is a 100 million budgets with like VC, and nobody can like build GameFi so far. And
Yes.
this is most difficult task for nowadays, to build like sustainable game that will attract audience and people will play, and the economics will not go into Ponzi. It's very difficult.
Yeah,
It's gonna be pick up and
balancing the
play.
game, like gamifying it, like making it stick. Yes, I agree. There's a lot of moving parts in Game 5 for
Yeah,
sure.
because like when you enjoy the game, that is the first part, and the second part when you start earn little bit, but earn in fair competition. And to make both part works, it's like incredible work.
Yeah, and I mean that's where I think that you've done justice by Skullcoin and how the tokenomics work with the game, and then like the game itself, like all of it is just well thought out.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
see. Like,
you know, I think you've killed it, dude. And I think that more people should know about Finder and Skullcoin. It's
Brother, what you wanna build on rock paper scissors?
Yeah, dude. So he's doing some.
Yeah, I'm just building a demo to show how
He's building Rochambeau on Blaze.
live, dude. So that's the key point. Takeaway is like this building is happening live. This isn't even on testnet yet, not in closed alpha. And I like that you do this type of coding here.
How you will earn what is your monetization in model and Blaze? You just earn on the fees, or what? How it works like for you?
I mean, there are ways to monetize it. I think it opens up a lot of new like economic models. I mean, at the end of the day, there is another like mempool like thing. People gotta pay for transactions, and there's always a priority associated with that, so that could be a thing. But I'm trying not to worry too much about
Yeah,
monetization.
just remember how like Ronin blockchain works when they develop Axie Infinity. They just profit millions of dollars for the fees when people just transfer Ethereum to Ronin. It's
I wasn't
okay.
around for Axie Infinity, but I heard like it was like a very big thing, and then it just kind of like sizzled out because they stopped building on it. Like, what happened to Axie Infinity?
Well, Axie Infinity was based on pyramid scheme. You have to invite new players to make economical growth. It's just classic like pyramid scheme. And when the new players stop to come, just it
Holders
falls.
are left. Yeah.
That's how it works, because like when new players comes, they buy in tokens, they buy new Axis NFTs, and they put in the economic like effort to play the game. But it was biggest catalyst in 2020.
Yeah, like
And
Web3.
and 2 years after it was a Stepan. So that was biggest narratives in crypto.
Stepping
Because
GMT.
the reason, because like these games give opportunity to invite people from Web2. Just simple people, your friend, your neighbor, just want to he's asking how to buy Solana. I need to buy these sneakers from Stepan. I need to upgrade these sneakers. How to buy Solana? I walking around in Thailand around the lake, and the whole family is playing and buying NFT sneakers to just using GPS to walk and earn some GST tokens.
So, speaking of like GPS, is that where you drew a little bit of inspiration from with the idea surrounding Skullcoin, how they utilized Steppen in the shoes and stuff, and GPS and all of that technology? Did you draw some inspiration? from there?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
made you curious?
first of all, I understand what the problem of this game, since I'm playing the games all my life. I understand that the problem was with like non-zero sum games. Everyone just earning. That's how develop. That's how was developed play to earn. What does mean play to earn? You playing and earning some like tokens value, but you cannot earn from thin air. Like economics and capitalism doesn't work like this. You have to put some value into the system. And X Infinity shows everyone like if you buy an Axis, you buy it again and again, and like the token price grows, like the capitalization grows, but it should be competition. To make sustainable economy, you should compete with others. You should put like some money, and you could lose, you could win, but the game will stable.
Yeah, it didn't have any type of like it didn't swing to one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
yeah,
so the next development was move to earn from Stepan, and the problem is very simple. You earn in tokens, but just walking and running using GPS. There was energy, there was upgrade of NFT sneakers, merging, like, but the problem arises when you understand that everyone just earning, everyone, just farm of
Just
people, legion. Yeah, just
Yeah.
legion of people going outside and earning some tokens. So supply goes to infinite, and it means like, but why price goes up? Because like you need these tokens to upgrades. You upgrading your sneaker today to earn tomorrow more money, but this tomorrow never comes for some people,
right,
and
yeah, it just you
they're
pay
just
more.
upgrading and upgrading again and again. So it's a reinvestment model, and yeah, they lost everything they put into because some people just starting selling a big amount of tokens, but it was the biggest hype. I mean,
Yeah, I had a lot of hype. You know, I mean, I heard about this. Like, I've seen the chart on like GMT, Step In, you know, Axie Infinity. They all have huge candles. You know, but they also
yeah,
have something in common
and
is that they're all
it's interesting because it was a like an organic growth. It was a real people. It's not like the pumping scheme.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's different than just like a pump and dump scheme because it had real users actually interacting, creating transaction fees, but it just didn't have the right
Yeah,
mechanisms in place to be long
and
term.
here is where the idea born. You have to build the competition. But the problem with building like this, there is some game you have to build a fair game. It means like nobody should cheat this game, like nobody should hack this game, and AI can solve this game. So you have to done so many tasks to reach this target. Yeah, it's like invent a bicycle.
Okay, I think we have so we now have creating games working. We have making moves. We're getting there. We just did the client side. Now we're doing the server side implementation. So let's
Okay,
minimize
so the
these.
server
Create
side
game.
is where your information on the game is stored. Like, what is server side?
This is like, so Clarity as a smart contracting, like Stacks as a blockchain couldn't be the server side, but you may want to implement something off chain to do the same thing because you want to do it faster or you want to do some stuff that's hard to do on chain.
Something like Blaze.
Yeah, I mean, Blaze helps with it. This SDK specifically is for that because it creates a way to create effectively middleware. So it's like you can use your service, but then like the same function call can be directed at Stacks, the chain, and do the same thing. And
you could bind your function calls to your service that your service will then, be your go between to the actual settlement on the L2.
Yeah. And then someone can use that SDK to like then call a different contract that will just go straight to Stacks. And like so you can create these little like packages that just cover like one contract and add these like virtual functionality that goes off chain for each one. All right, so let's get this next bit here. All right, yeah, some of this stuff came in incorrectly, so I gotta do a little fixing here.
It's interesting, like because like with timing, we just developing this PvP, PvE models, and we actually could build it on Blaze, but I don't know. It's a hard decision.
It's fine. I mean, like the whole point of it is supposed to make things easier, but it's so new now that
Yeah, it's novel.
Yeah, but
I don't know
we
if
need
it's going to
some
make it
time
easier
to
yet.
build,
But
because like it's unique mechanics. We even like I spent a lot of time to sort the things out. To, for example, how to how to pronounce this important button to start the fight. It could be like fight, but I'm asking like ChatGPT, OpenAI. It's like it should be clash, and I'm asking Grok. It says like it should be strike, and these small things is very important in game design because it's neuroscience, and I'm stand on the strike. It's new fight mechanics, and it will be strike.
So how to word it is very important. And you said like neuroscience, like how the user perceives it, kinda. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, you will see. It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. I like what secrets, dude. Always bringing the alpha. You heard it here live. Definitely.
No, I mean like we have to build like yeah.
It's a secret.
He's teasing.
Yeah, I like it, dude. I'm telling you, I'm bullish on what Zenitron's building always with Finder and Skullcoin, and then he comes and he teases me a little bit more.
I have to keep this, like Mysterio, like image. Yeah.
No, I get it, and then like you come on the morning show in your true form for about an hour and a half a day, around an hour to play Find to Earn 2 in your true form, your Skullcoin form, and then yeah, I get it. I definitely understand it, and I dig it, dude. I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Look at that. I think we got something going here.
Hey, Hazan, we working
All right.
here.
All right, so we start. We could do rock, and then we switch to player 2 because I'm just playing by myself here. Then we do
He
paper.
does that a lot.
Yeah, so,
Joking, bro.
dude, I'm always just playing with myself over here on my computer. All right,
like it.
so you can see the little log of activities. Games pending, games created. This what is one? This one. Someone plays rock, other person plays scissors, and then it marks player 2 is winning. You could play again, maybe. It's probably one more thing. I mean, there's a lot of unimplemented stuff. So let's see what else it's trying to do. Game updated.
Get the audience
So
involved.
you've got it. You've got it to at least be able to track both player state input or both players' input, and then calculate the winner.
Yeah, and so the cool thing is like when, I'll address this in a second. But what you have at this point is you have this service that basically overrides the chain, and what you can do is like you could just have it be like in browser, and people could just play it in browser and like it not be on chain. It's like a testnet effectively. But while they're doing that, you can put something in your backend to like bundle like every 200 moves and like write them on chain, and that's like transparent to people. Or you could do it however you want, really. Like you can
implement your batching basically for how your service should interface with the chain you're saying.
Yeah, and then if you look at like the way these are all structured, so like let's look at this intent. Like it's taking arguments in this form of like contract, function, args, clarity args. So once you build the game this way, then you can just deploy the contract with the same structure, and then people can just play it on chain directly. They can play it through your service, which is like off chain. It's it's just makes it easy to build things that work on chain, work off chain, abstracted away entirely. So yeah, it's new, but
It's novel, and I know that people will be able to, like, whenever you like put the pieces in play to where they can come in and punch in and give you some feedback, and it'll get better. And that's what this is about. Is you're seeing this happen in real time on DeOrganized, and that's where the value prop is that you're getting to see something that you may or may not be interested in while kicking it with us, and we're talking about your code and what's going on. And I'm not a developer, I'm a conversation facilitator, but I know a little bit about what's going on, and some of the questions to ask while it's going on. So when will we be able to play this? Is this going to be something that is hosted on like OpPredict, or where are you going to host this?
I can deploy this. It's probably just gonna be at its own site, like called like I don't know, like some Versal sort of domain.
Yeah. What's a good name for this?
Roast Expo.
Roast Expo, Rock Paper Stacks, Roast Stacks.
Rock paper stack sounds nice.
Yeah, rock paper stacks is good one.
It rolls off the tongue well. Let's see. I think I'm almost done this actually.
Yeah, so you having some deja vu right now?
Like there's not that much left to do.
You said you're almost done with it, or you think you've done this before?
No, I think I'm almost done it. Hang on. I think we want 0.
So just in from Cointelegraph, a new Messari reports warns that protocol-funded token buybacks may be harmful for long term, as they fail to prevent price drops and often conceal weak fundamentals. Excess capital used to buybacks can turn into unrealized losses, especially when tokens are later sold at a price. I think that if you have the right mechanisms in place, then and you actually have thought about the game theory behind it correctly, then I don't think this is necessarily true. And that's one of the things that I see with different projects. They've been doing like buybacks and burns. Some will fail, but the ones that actually do this in the right manner and actually have the right game theory involved, it could be beneficial.
By the way, do you know Mark from Megapond, Mark McKinsey?
Yeah.
He's the founder of Megapond. Yeah. Everyone waiting for his project. Teaser, and this project will be very big since it's AI and very, very strong AI. It's making on-chain analysis of current news of crypto, and it could be very big thing. I believe in this month he will launch. But unfortunately it's on Solana. But
yeah, it's the Roar thing, the Roar bot. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the thing that analyzes the whole news online, but it's AI, and it gives you very important information from X, from what's going on today, right now. Very interesting thing. Yeah.
I wonder why he decided to he has Megapont here, right? He has a very regarded as the biggest, most successful NFT collection over here in Stacks, but why Solana, right? Especially now that we have Stacks.
Well, no, it's for he went for liquidity, obviously, because we have lack of liquidity on Stacks right now. and he goes to Solana because like his community support him on Solana, and there is it's just the bigger market cap and opportunity to launch stock there. It's
Good
like
point that you have there, because
we don't have new launches on Stock City for 2 months straight.
yeah, I agree. You know, seeing that, like, that's something that they do right on Solana, is that they have funding for this type of building, incentives in place for different devs to come to their ecosystem and build, and they have liquidity, so that's like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
effective. So like, yes, I get it.
Because one, you know, like I'm just give like some ideas of mine. Yeah, so
Right.
when you play find to earn, you find location, but there is a like character, the not the player character, by NPC. You have to beat this character, and if you found location earlier than your friends, you can make more damage, and more damage you will will done, the more tokens you will like, the more tokens you receive, for example skull coins. But to bring this damage to this character, you have to own NFTs equipment. But
I-
when you buy NFTs equipment, you have durability. You have to repair this NFT equipment using skull coins. So it makes sustainable circle. You making damage, you earn skull coins, but you spend skull coins for buying NFTs and making a repair of NFTs. But these monsters has a drop rate. You could get like 10% of new NFT, new rarity level of NFT. But you can invite your friends. If Orange found location the first and he started to fight the boss, he will lose. If he will lose, he will not earn skull coins. So he should invite like GPC, Crypto Dude, Roser, and you play in co-op fight.
Oh,
And
that's
it,
dude. That's so
yeah,
cool. Well,
that's our goal.
it reminds me of like fighting the Hogger back in the day.
Yeah. So find turn is just the first step.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, like I'm so excited about like the innovation that you're doing with
Yeah,
Find
because
to
like
Earn.
everyone just started about PvPs and PvE, but our idea to bring like more fun, because like to engage, you feel like you're making these battles in real world, like it's something like that exists, and battles will be like, I cannot say like it will be turn based, but its strike mechanics is most important. Yeah, just give me some time, give me energy.
Yeah, I'll pray for your energy, dude. Like, you know, I'm sending
Thank you very
caffeine
much.
vibes to your way, dude. And yeah, I know it. I know it. Like, I feel you. I feel you. I definitely understand. Like, especially waking up like in the morning time.
Maybe when Roser try to 100 iteration of games and upgrade his Blaze protocol to the best version, we will make it together and we will come to build like our game on Blaze. We'll see.
Yeah, that's probably all I'll demo for now, because it's just, you know, I could just do more and make it more
Dude, I appreciate you.
everything, but you get the idea.
Yeah, no,
the thing what Blades needs is it needs more examples and like, you know, just more example games built on it. So, and that's probably something done methodically and slowly, and to make sure it's like, you know, documented well and clear so people can follow the examples, because like it's made to be extremely flexible, you know, like you can create a service that just overrides one function of one contract call and just does something special for that one thing, you know, like maybe, you know how in Clarity it's hard to like do work with lists and like get like data, like something like pagination is hard in smart contracts, where it's easy, in Web 2. In smart contracts, you're either working with a list and, like you got a fixed list, but you have to deal with like indexing it and searching it and that sort of stuff, or you have a map and it's hard to know what's on the map because you can't just like iterate through it. You need to know the keys of everything. For something like that, you could introduce like a special off-chain function to like, index that information and then use that. So, yeah, there's a lot of different use cases. It's very flexible, and I think I think the next step is just building a couple example games and documenting them, and then people can sort of copy paste and then build their own stuff. So that's the next step. Yeah.
There you go. You just kind of did your demonstration of a game that you could utilize on using Blaze, Rochambeau. Very simple, and you did it all within the span of like an hour, and utilizing these AI tools, referencing the SIP repository so that your AI knows how to code in Clarity. All of this is very doable, guys. So it's really cool to see like how you go about your process. I really like that you showed your machine, like your setup that one time, because it kind of put it into perspective, like how your process goes. It's like it's intimate, bro. So like, thank you for like sharing like your process with us and kind of walking us through it, man. And wow, agrees with us.
Yeah, I mean, I built this SDK after we did the last demo for OpRedict, because it occurred to me that like managing state was going to be something that's going to be very difficult to do, and like the whole point of this framework and protocol is to make it easy to build these off-chain things. And up until that point, I just had sort of the process, like how we can securely like hoist contract calling off chain with the signatures, but I didn't really have a framework for how to do it at scale, and make it easy. So this was the second part of that. So I think my next step is just update the OpRedict code base to use something like this, and then that'll be a good first example of like, this is how you can move some on-chain operations off-chain to make things faster and more easy. And but also give people the ability, because a lot of people are requesting like, well, I want to use like a leather wallet, or I want to use the new wallet, or I don't want to use, the whole goal is to support people who don't even want to use the wallet at all. And so like a tool like this SDK helps make it easy to have all three of these options work, because the whole point of it is it's normalizing a service into, it's normalizing the service interface into this like unified interface that you can interact with on chain, interact with it through, off chain, or, and it all kind of works the same way. So it's consistent. All right. I'm done talking about that.
Thank you, Rosar. I appreciate you. Fellas, I think that it's about that time. I'm going to go around the room one more time. Any last final thoughts and, maybe vibes that you want to put out there into the ethos, and, maybe a point that you want to get across. I'll shoot to you, Crypto Dude.
Let's see here. Of course, shameless shield really quick. Download BoostX off the Chrome store. Obviously, get your BNS name so that way you can start receiving some funds, start participating in the things that are happening on the regular, so you can start earning some crypto on X with us. And of course, I guess build the change.
Build the change is the best one that you've said thus far, and it never fails, man. I like to see everybody building the change in the open on DeOrganized with the crew, putting out high frequency vibes. Zenatron, you have anything that you'd like to add to the conversation, brother? Any last final thoughts or closing vibes that you like to put out there?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for having me here. Like, future is bright. You are amazing people. Like, I'm very glad that I met you. That's all.
Yeah, dude. I've been a fan of your work since I met you about almost 2 years ago now. Like, it's going on 2 years. And I think that the work that you're doing in the Stacks ecosystem is important. Keep chipping away, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we're
thanks.
all gonna get there.
I'm
And
moving very slowly since like we are indie team, but yeah, thanks, man.
yeah, no, you guys are crushing it. Yeah, thank you for coming on. You're welcome always, dude. You always bring out good vibes. So, thank you, Zenitron and Rosar. I'll let you close this out. Any final thoughts? Any final statements? Ideas, things you want to put out there into the ethos.
I don't know, just grateful that and appreciative that I was able to win something for once. I needed that.
You got it.
Yeah, but
Congrats on that, by the way.
the cook continues. There's it's just so much more to do. So, and I'm sure everyone feels the same way with their own projects. But just keep at it. Good things happen. Just keep working. Yeah, we'll get there.
Big facts. I agree. A wise man once told me, keep chipping away. And another wise man told me to build the change. So this is what I'm going to continue to do. We're going to continue to hammer away while keeping the frequency high and love in the room. Thank you, fellas, for coming through tonight. I hope you have a very blessed night. It is going to be an exciting week for Stacks as we see price action kind of rebounding. We've got the Velar perp decks coming to Stacks along with the SBTC cap lifting and withdrawals being enabled for SBTC. Tune in, guys. DeOrganized has 2 different segments a day. We run the Let's Go morning show at 8:30 a.m. ET, where you can come play Find to earn some prizes in STX, get the latest Bitcoin and Stacks Alpha, along with some high frequency vibes with some good people just here being passionate and building, along with the DeOrganized nightly segment where we bring different builders, gigabrains, all of your favorite gigabrain astronaut scholars into the same room and have a dope conversation, kick out high frequency vibes, do some building in the opening, and really, really shining the light on what's being built on Bitcoin via Stacks. I am GP with DeOrganized Media, and I am out. Have a blessed night, guys. Peace.